Hey guys, welcome back to CakeTube. My name is Jen, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really easy spring flowers cake. Let's get started. For ingredients, you will need 1 boxed cake mix, vanilla pudding, water, oil, eggs, vanilla, and poppy seeds. Begin by mixing all ingredients together in a bowl. You can do this with a hand mixer or a stand mixer, but I chose to do it by hand with a whisk. For both the water and the oil, just use the amount that is recommended on the back of your boxed cake mix. I chose to use a lemon boxed cake mix because I wanted a lemon poppy seed cake. My box mix recommended 3 eggs, but I chose to use 4 because adding an extra egg makes the cake richer and more dense. For some reason, I forgot to include myself adding the eggs, but just know I used 4. To me, poppy seeds can tend to have a sort of chemically taste if there are too many in one bite, so make sure your poppy seeds are really well incorporated throughout the batter. You should end up with a really thick batter just like this. Next, we can pour our batter into our prepared cake pan. I chose to use a bundt pan for this, and I just sprayed it with some Bake Off cooking spray. Then bake your cake according to package instructions until golden brown and done. Next, we're going to prepare our decorations starting with the icing. You'll need powdered sugar, butter, a lemon, milk, and vanilla. Start by zesting your lemon into your powdered sugar. I went ahead and zested the whole lemon, but feel free to adjust to your liking. Then proceed to add the rest of your icing ingredients. I chose to use milk to thin down the consistency of my icing, but you can use heavy cream or almond milk or even lemon juice for a more tangy lemon flavor. Whisk all ingredients together until smooth, adding more milk or whatever thinner of your choice until the perfect smooth runny consistency. To pipe our roses, we will need piping bags, Russian piping tips, and buttercream. I chose to tint mine in some pastel floral colors. Start by preparing your piping bag. My favorite way to do this is just to insert the tip and then run a pair of scissors around the outside, and the tip of the bag pops off really easily. Next, take the color of buttercream that you want to be the color of your flower petals, and using a small spatula or spoon, spread it around just the outside of the piping bag, making sure to leave space in the middle for the center of your flower color. Once you have that petal color evenly spread around the outside, we can fill in with the middle color. I chose to put mine in a piping bag to make it easier to get all the way down in the center there, but feel free to use whatever method works best for you. Just make sure to get that color all the way to the bottom so that when you start squeezing it out, that color ends up in the middle and the petal color around the outside. To add the icing, just let it drip wherever it wants to on the cake. The nice thing about a bundt cake is there are all sorts of grooves for the icing to drip into, and it looks really pretty towards the end. This is another reason why it's important to have that runny consistency so the icing sort of falls wherever it wants to. Adding the flowers is as easy as bringing your piping tip to the cake, putting pressure on the bag and pulling up, and releasing when you've reached the top of the flower. These Russian piping tips can take a little bit to get used to. As you can see there, I didn't really create a perfect flower, so feel free to practice as much as you want before working on your actual cake. I also chose to throw in some mint green leaves just to add a different pop of color to the flowers. I used the leaves mainly to fill in any awkward gaps and to also create a border around the flowers, as well as fill in any holes that I couldn't reach with a piping tip or the flowers would be too big to fill. And last but not least, I sprinkled on some white edible pearls. And that's it. Like I said, this cake was super simple because it started out with all boxed ingredients and you didn't have to follow any sort of recipe. The flowers were super simple and didn't take any sort of expert skill or anything to pipe on, and I think it creates a stunning effect for any spring or summer party. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to follow me and subscribe for more cake tutorials. Have a great day.